Hello, how are you guys doing? Good? Sorry I'm late, y'all. I was hanging out with my wife and my mom. My mom hadn't seen Abby yet, and so, you know, that's important. They got along well. That's good. But yeah, went to go eat at a place, and then right when we were getting seated, it was like 5:30, and I'm like, dude, there's no way we're getting home on time. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna let everyone know that we're gonna be late. Not gonna even try and make this go faster because it's just not good. But now I'm like stuffed. It's a place called BJ's, which is just hilarious because it's an amazing name for a restaurant in general. But I digress. Let me turn off the music. This is what a professional stream setup looks like. But yeah, I'm just stuffed. It's like a ridiculous amount of food. It's like a good amount of food, but it's like more than a human should eat, but it's like less than an American usually eats. You know what I mean? So I'm having some ginger ale now because my stomach's upset because I ate too much. It was fucking a hamburger. It was like fried jalapenos and fucking... God, what was the thing? It was like dessert, which Tilda got just because whatever she bought was like the special. Had like... it was like... I want to say like cinnamon roll with like handmade vanilla ice cream. It's like, oh my fucking God. So good. So good. I'm gonna die. I'm reading Homestuck. Yes. That's what I promised to do as part of the charity. I watched the last episode of part 1 and the first episode of part 2 today. So that'll be on After Hours tomorrow if you're watching live. Or yesterday if you're watching right now. So about Pest Request. We should talk about Pest Request. Because I tweeted about it. I was like, hey, y'all want me to do that instead of Homestuck? Because I promised y'all I'd do Homestuck. And everyone was like, no, don't do Pest Request yet. Wait. Like, everyone said it. Like, I was fully expecting people to be like, no. Let's do Pest Request. But all of y'all were like, no, it has so many spoilers. And there's like a handful of spoilers in like Hive Swap, I guess. Like, trolls exist. Oh my God. Holy fuck. You're drawing a Homestuck. Good. But Pest Request apparently spoils major beats of Homestuck. How many fucking pages of this shit are there? Let's turn off my Steam friends list. Like, every single time I forget to do this. Let me just try page like, what's that, like 8,000? So we're like an eighth of the, oh my God, we're an eighth of the way through. No, we can do the real math. We're at page 171. Okay, that. Out of 8128, apparently. There's been some disagreement on what page number it goes to, but we're 13% of the way done. Wow. All right, let's go. Bro just kicked my ass. It's a easy page. That's all there really is to say on that matter. Oh. Starting out strong. Oh. See, I was hoping they'd all be about that length. 13%. That's probably about right? Like, they're not all novel length, right? Right? I'm making Homestucks. Do you want to troll Sona? I don't... If it'd get people to stop saying him Dave, sure. Like, how many pages are novel length? There are also some really, really long flashes. That's okay. Involves me not reading for a bit. I'm doing it as a charity incentive. Escalite is 18 minutes long? What the shit? Yeah, I think someone already made me a troll Sona. There's an hour-long interactable flash. Cool. I'm more enjoying hanging out with chat, I think. The comic itself is aged poorly in some respects. Especially in, like, vocabulary, let's say. And some of the jokes are, like... Is the pester log exactly what it's showing on screen? It's aged. I mean, it's not the worst thing ever. If you go to the Boru, which is that link that Moobot just linked, and then search like Hive Swap, you should be able to find anything related to Homestuck, more or less. S-Cascade was originally hosted on Newgrounds and it crashed the website. Jesus Christ. Like, they were hosting, like, all of the Meat and Fuck games, and that never crashed the website. Can you imagine how, like, weird that is? So, both of them were asleep, but Jade was having a conversation with him. I mean, I was reading it as we were going, but it really didn't... There wasn't a good time for me to be saying the words and that. Did you know that people speedrun Meat and Fuck? I'm sure they do. There you go, Nano. I feel like we read this bit already. Whoa, wow. That was real guttural and like jalapeno-y. John, did you get my package? Oh, hey, no, not yet. Darn, are you sure? It was in a green... Okay, this bit we read. And then... this bit we read. So this is all stuff we've read, but it's just with the context. Got it. Got it. Like, that one had more smell to it than it did, like, volume or anything. No, I know it's longer than War and Peace, but, you know, I'm also not being paid to read War and Peace. Like, I'm being paid, or, you know, the charity got paid for me to read this. You know? Less kids will have cancer as a result of me reading Homestuck to you than had I not done so. So, that's fine. How's the adventure going? It's okay, I'm making some progress, and Rose is finally connected, and she's helping me again now. That's good, but... Oh, but like, I don't think I'm actually saving the world here. I don't know what I'm really accomplishing, but it's not that. But I guess it's not that. Well, I think whatever it is pretty important. Don't lose hope, John. I think it will all turn out for the best if you just stay positive. If you just keep listening to your grandmother's advice, yeah, you're probably... Okay, this we definitely read before. It's really weird that they talk to me about you trying to... we read this all. We read all of this before, didn't we? Like, I feel like this is all a thing. Next charity incentive. Rev reads all of War and Peace. No one wants that. I missed the streams before this. Can you just go ahead and start? Yeah, sure. Hold on. So just one? No. Just page one. There we go. All right. Oh, it won't let me do it. I'm sorry. I guess we're not doing that. I can't get to page one. It just won't let me. You'll have to just go and watch it all on, do you have to draw? Oh, yeah, hold on. Let me go ahead and pull up my, there we go. Okay, perfect. I feel like this should probably be color-coded. So it's like Dave, John. It's pretty easy to figure out. Purple is what's her name? Tentacle therapist. And then fucking Wanderer. And then gray is male lady, male dude. Jade is green. Excuse me. Right, yeah, it would make sense that Jade is green. Excuse me. See, yeah, because she starts over here and then comes back around. Sorry. Don't want our map to get wrong. Jade. John. I mean, it's not bad, honestly. I feel like it's something I probably would have enjoyed had I been able to stick it out as a kid, like when it first came out. But is the male lady a male lady or a male dude? Which is it? I'm just gonna put male, like as in like the occupation, lady. We got more room over here. There's a whole bunch of room over here. Okay, cool, good, perfect. I think that's everyone so far. Cool. All right. You took a moment to gather your thoughts after your dream. While you were asleep, it can get really confusing to figure out whether or not it's really happening and what isn't, especially during the eclipse, when you are exposed to many visions of the past, present, and future through a variety of cloud mirages. It is only after you wake up that you are able to start making sense of all this, and your reminders help you to do this. But on reflection, there wasn't much in your dream about the future. You were quite surprised to see your dog in your dream. It was the first time the crafty guardian has ever appeared in your dream. You learned that today is his birthday, just like it is for your other best friend. You've always wondered about this. You never had a chance to throw him a party or bake him a cake, but now you can. If you do, it seems like you will need a lot of candles. I didn't get that at all from that, but okay. So someone spoiled it for me. Apparently, like, this guy, the grandpa, is related to the two characters from... Yeah, that makes sense. He's related to the two characters from Hive Swap, the game. Not the friend sim, but the other bit. Beck, her dog, emerged from the meteor and created the island. Okay, gotcha. Spoilers are abound. Just a logical conclusion. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. He's their dad. Okay, gotcha. That's fine. It's not a spoiler since it's irrelevant. Yeah. I mean, yes, yeah. It's been a bit since I played Hive Swap, so it's like, I mean, like, listen. Most of this, like, inadvertently has been spoiled for me at some point or another, to some degree. As long as people aren't actively going out of the way to spoil shit for me, it's fine. It really is fine. I grew up when this was a thing. Like, this was a thing. So, like, it was impossible to not be around it for a while. Beck has never allowed you to enter the mystic ruins for reasons you never understood. You always assumed it was on account of your protection, but your dream has strongly suggested that is where you need to go now. Since your dream bot has secured its chamber or is secured in his chamber and does not need to be looked after, Beck is taking its nap on the Grand Foyer, as he usually does. Perhaps you can take advantage of this and sneak out of the house while he's... another way. Grab your harpoon gun. Yes, of course. One of your reminders reminds you that you still have a package to deliver, too. This way you can kill 2 birds with 1 harpoon gun. Use a harpoon gun to zipline to the great doors. Seems like a really stupid idea, but alright. Because it doesn't... Like, she's really far up there. Her house looks 3D printed. Like, one of those 3D prints where it's, like, super blocky because of the way that... It's like... That's not a reference point that anyone's got. Finished building. So she's just replicated the house multiple times? Is this what she did? Architectural perfection. Mourn the loss of Cal. See you, little dude. If you had any more apple juice, you'd pour some out for your homie. You gotta remember to double check your closet for more juice. Go get a goddamn new sword. Perhaps you will, but if you do, it looks like you'll have to break it first. Perfectly good strife spectabase down the toilet. Thanks, bro. 1/2 blade kind. Capture log beta. Try and grab the beta, but forgot your Silodex is completely packed. You wonder why it's all jammed with useless crap in here in the first place. Maybe it was because you assumed you would weaponize it during one of your customary hash wrap battles with your bro, but in retrospect, probably it just would have been a huge chore to make the battle drag on forever. It's like what are you made of? Time? So what did he have in the 6th block? Nunchucks? That would have been useful. A majority of this would have been useful in that fight. He can only use broken swords now. Oh. Eject your modus to set the Scrabble values. Oh, God. Just everything goes on the floor. You dump all this crap on the roof. Then you set the modus to Scrabble hash function for some reason. This function always makes a little less intuitive to calculate. Hash values for items, therefore, are more cumbersome to wrap with, but it's kind of a moot point now that your bro flew the fuck off who knows where. His mysterious ways transcend irony once again. Get beta. So, fuck. So, like, now it's just like understanding Scrabble, right? That's how this works? Like, oh, Jen, thank you for the host. So it's like beta, the B in beta is worth more than E or T or A because R, T, S, L, and E, like the most common letters in the English alphabet are R, S, T, L, E, N, E. That's why they're always given to you on Wheel of Fortune, which is why they're also worth nothing in Scrabble, which is why you need to learn how to use the other letters, like Q. If you can figure out how to use the letter Q, like, yeah, R.L. Stein is how I remember it, even though I isn't one of them. But it's basically R.L. Stein. Which is to say, radically exactly the same value. Yeah, I mean, I guess it ended up being 6 regardless. Q is bad. Q is a useless fucking letter. Like, fuck the letter Q. I've already addressed this once before, but, like, we could get rid of the letter Q and replace it with, like, KW. Because W is useful in by itself, and K is useful by itself. Q is not. Q is never by itself. It's always with you. It's a tag-along. Q tries to copy, like, Q is only in the public eye because you, its more successful friend, is out there actually doing the shit, you know? question, spelled K-W-U. No, you could just. Yeah, I guess you'd have to have the U still, yeah. The letter Q is useless. You could do queen, K-W-E-E-N. Yeah. You don't really need the quiche. You just spell it with a K. Fuck you. What did it ever do? The only thing good that Q ever did was the guy from James Bond who makes all the cool weapons. And he could pick a different fucking letter. He could pick any other letter. How about K? You could pick K. Was there like a guy at you know, MI6 fucking running around doing having like K as his letter? Did Q just get the short end of the stick? Like, did he just not get to pick his letter and everyone else picked letters, and then by the time, like, it got around to him to pick a letter, it's the letter fucking Q, and he's got to, like, deal with that? What about Q from Star Trek? What about him? Less Q, more Homestuck. No. This is... Listen, there are things that I am, like, just fucking against, okay? Short list: Nazis, white supremacists, the letter Q, the letter X to a lesser extent, and arbitrary, like, authority figures. Yeah, it's pretty much my entire list of things. Like, fuck those things. Thank you for 413 bits, fish boy Liam. Anyway. Okay, I got it. I hope you appreciate how much gross, spongy proboscis I had to fillet to get this game. Hello? What are you doing? Anyway, I'm going downstairs now and installing this thing later. How is everything I say a Dave moment? You guys just want me to be Dave because I'm from Texas and I live in an apartment and I used to have sword fights with my brother. Those are things that people in Texas do. That's not a uniquely Dave thing. Individually, those are all things that just people do. Like, people just live in apartment complexes. They also just live in Texas. Like, Texas is a big-ass state. A lot of people live there. And then, like, fucking sword fights? Who didn't have sword fights as a kid? But not all three. If you live in Texas, you do all three of those. Okay, anyone who lives in Texas who's a dude who has a brother, confirm or deny. Have you ever been near an apartment? I don't do sick rap battles. Yeah. Do you have a sword collect? Have you ever seen a sword before? What's an apartment? It's shelving for people. I've already explained this. You finally finished your building project. You've done about as much as you can for John. You don't think you can provide much assistance against those ogres this time, but at least John appears to be armed to the teeth. All that's left is to wait for Dave. Capture log and send John code for his present. It certainly hastened the parcel's delivery, but the gift is not finished yet. You spent months accelerating your knitting skills to be able to make this gift a perfect sentimental appeal, and you can even incorporated cherished heirloom that you have you've had as long as you can remember. When he sees your staggering gesture of sentimentality, he will finally understand. He will understand that in the game of facetious sentimental gestures, no one gets the best of Rose. Dear Rose, happy birthday. Thank you for being oh, it's right here again. Thank you for being such a great friend all these years. I know you like to make it out like you're playing cool and don't care about people in your life, but I know deep down you really do. Hell, not even that deep down. It's like your subconscious is having a wet t-shirt contest and it's all being aloof with this totally soggy shirt, doing no good at hiding nothing. Oh, wait, it looks like you two can play a game and start of cracking all these highfalutin psychology books. Aw, snap. Lawn the fuck? That one was alright. That one was like not a good burp. That was like an okay burp. These are like smelly burps. Like the quality of these, I feel like I'm losing out a little bit. Like the ratings you guys give me are a little lower just because you can't smell them too. They've got some quality. They're pretty alright, you know? They're going for the smell factor over like the intensity or like the gutturalness. But yeah, I got to use this because I think you're pretty creative. You can make something nice with it if you put your mind to it, and might help you take your mind off all these serious business you got absorbed in. You know, like the weirdos, like pseudo gothy stuff or whatever. Frankly, it's kind of depressing. Anyway, you're the best, Rose. Have a rad 13th. Of course, 13th birthday because she's goth and. I will catch up with you guys soon, but God, you guys are so old. Oh, just that snake aging gif right there. Answer. Grim. Okay. This is a troll because it's got a stupid typing pattern. Why is it that when the subject of temporal mechanics is broach, your sparring human intelligence instantly assumes the most ingratiating posture of surrender imaginable? Time is not that difficult to understand. It is utility. I understand. It's not that difficult to understand. It is a utility that a universe may resort to in order to advance a desired degree of complexity, or may not resort to if that is the case. It is all pretty pedestrian. But no, when time travel comes up, you present the face that man shows when the breeze gradually alerts him to the absence of nether dressings. Chat is now lesbian pride flags. When time travel, blah blah blah. I don't see how we are able to properly agitate you all if you continue to insist on failing to understand basic concepts, which common infants effortlessly manage to describe via scrawlings in their own piddles of sloppy discharge. Have we spoken before? Yes, in the future. That's a weird flex. Just like, imagine walking up to someone and being like, "You don't understand time. You'll never understand time. And every single time we talk, it's fucking time. You dumb. You don't get it." And then the person just goes, "What the fuck are you talking about?" You and your friends never cease to invent ways to strengthen the credibility of your assertions. Oh my, it is your human sarcasm again. Let me enjoy listening to it as if I wish doing so was to serve as my primary form of recreation. There, you see it? I did it too. Saying the opposite thing to emphasize my contempt, but suddenly I feel more primitive and hate myself a little bit more. It was like this funny miracle that just happened in my heart. I would admire the sophistication of you and your fellow future dwellers a little more if it seemed to be aware of the word human only functions as a sort of adjective in bad science fiction. But I won't be rude and change the subject. There's still a bit of unflagellated straw poking out of your rhetorical effigy over here. Oh dear. No, we aren't from the future, but we are all already in agreement that you don't get it and never will. I thought you said we spoke in the future. We did. Your future, for me, it was only a couple minutes ago. I understand. You exist in some sort of temporal stratum through which the communication access to various points of my timeline. It's not that complicated. Okay. Hold on. All right. I need a darker color of green. All right, so this is a new character. What is your name? Grim. I'm going to call you Grim for now. I know this is incorrect. We will rename this person when we get around it. Grim. Because that's what I know her as is right now. Okay, so she's doing these. There you go. Putting her on the timeline doesn't work. Fuck it. I do what I want. I do what I want. If I want to add a random new character, I'm going to add one. You know what? Just for that, Elmo, he's going on the timeline. I'm not going to address what he does or where he is in the timeline because Elmo is outside of your understanding of time. Fuck you. He's an eldritch being. Add the letter Q. The letter Q can go to hell. It's a useless piece of shit letter. I try to every day with mixed results. You see, it's not that I don't understand you, it's because I don't believe you, because it's nonsense, albeit persistent, coordinated nonsense. Like, why would a bunch of temporarily dislocated trolls want to harass a group of friends throughout completely random points of time? I will admit this campaign of provocation wasn't at all that well thought out. Don't tell anyone I said that. Alright, well, maybe you should get some trolling tips from us humans. Our aspiring intellects are probably better suited to it. Yeah, maybe. Why don't we be friends? You want to be my friend? I think so. I think we were supposed to. You suggested it much earlier. You mean in the future? Yes, a couple minutes ago. Probably because I remembered you mentioning it in a conversation like we're having now. That's likely. Your commitment to role-playing the scenario is intriguing. Well, what choice do I have but to accept? Lichbit, thank you for the resub. 7 months of support. Are resubs also half off? Because it's September. Sponsored by Subway. Where you can get meat that's been under a heat lamp for like an hour. It's kind of starting to go off. Thanks to Subway, you guys can pay $2.50 and I get the whole $2.50 rather than just half like I normally would. So you can sub and you can have emotes and you can get into the sub Discord and yell people about fucking things. Like, you could tell people in my Discord about about Homestuck and be like, man, it's a Homestuck, right? Isn't time just a flat circle? Sure, alright. Some of these pages are really easy to do. Oh shit, he's got the new Garen Login glasses. Thank you for the Homestuck bits there. Or gay Homestuck bits, Bobbleless. What page number are we on? 1096. Doesn't Windows 10 have a 3D version of Paint? Yeah. I'm not running Windows 10 though, so that's a thing. Dear Dave. Dear Dave, happy birthday. I just want to take a break from telling you how much your gay butt stinks all the time and say what an awesome friend you are. Seriously, on any other day, I would be downplaying how you really aren't as cool as you think you are, but just between you and me, I think you might actually be that cool. I think you got to get out of your bro's shadow and spread your wings, dude. Are you guys just using, like, fictional letters in chat now? Like, you with an umlaut, so it's like a smiley face? That's a good letter. We could keep that. Yeah, I've never understood how to read like umlauts and tildes. Like I understand to read like a umlaut, like a metal umlaut. If it's not from English, it's a fake letter. Yeah, that's the fucking truth. Prove me wrong. Bubbly, thank you for the 27 months of support. It's a very long time. How do you read tilde? Tilde? Uh, so you got these. They're totally authentic. A they actually touched Ben Stiller's weird, somewhat gaunt face at some point. I'm sure you'll dig them because I know you lolled so hard at that movie. Okay, see, this is part of the dated language that I'm talking about. Okay, for real, this is a sort of shitty present, but it's also an ironic present because I know you wouldn't actually have it any other way. Maybe you can wear them ironically sometime. They might even be more ironic than you and your bros' dumb's pointy anime shades. Anyway, have a good one, buddy. You stay busy being totally sweet. John. Gotta invent a new color. Hey! So he's got like caps lock on, but he also so he's the same typing pattern, more or less, as the last person, but he actually pressed shift at the beginning of sentences? This one sucks. Okay. Hey, first, okay, I think you're awful. Let's put that fact out on the table where we can both see it. Now you've been primed for the digestive ruination that's about to take place and comprehensive soiling of the laundry enveloping your person. Oh my god, you type like a tool. Yeah, now you're getting it. What you're in for, you're ready to be trolled within an inch of your miserable human cortex. This is so weak, I'm almost getting tired of wasting good material on guys like you. Are you guys? Okay. Side rant for a sec. Occasionally, people will like do this. They will have this type of thing where it's just like, oh, you fucking mad, and it's like, no, you just seriously just message me out of the blue. I've never spoken to you before. You mad, my dude? Oh, you're so upset. You're fucking triggered. And I'm like, I've never talked to you before in my life. What the fuck? They're like, oh, you're upset. And then it's like, okay. Like, those kind of people who message me are like the most confusing. Because like I want to be like, no, we're solid right now. Like, I mean, you're trying to get me upset, but you're really bad at it. But I don't get it. I really don't get it. I don't really get it. This is so weak, I'm almost getting tired of wasting good material on you guys. And then when I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go, they're like, fucking checkmate, atheist. It's like, that's where it's weird because they feel satisfied. So, I mean, I guess I've made the world a better place. I made someone happy. It's just the weirdest way to make someone happy. Tint Foliage, thank you for the 2 months of support. You're within an inch of your, okay, with no ensuing substance. You don't even know anything about us. One of you fuckers thought I was a girl. Okay, yeah, but like the thing is that I don't care about your anatomical details and things like that. I know what you've done, or will do actually. It's the most awful thing, the worst thing you can ever do. Sorry, I wouldn't cyber with you, dude. Or in the future or whatever. Wait, what? Oh, okay. You're the one who likes to submit innuendo. Human innuendo. Yes, human innuendo. Sorry for the lack of clarity. So, at what point in the future am I supposed to look forward to whipping out this Titanic hankering for my knob? Be honest with me, because I'm busy, And I want to know exactly when I gotta clean up some space in my calendar for when some fuckwit blunders out of a magical phone booth to make a ballad-inspiring play for my throbbing beef truncheon. Should I be perturbed by the illusions? No, man. Look, you just need to know. I just need to know when to be there. When the stars come into alignment for your flux capacitor, it lets you finally state your meteoric greed for crotch doxin. Wouldn't want to miss it and cause a paradox or something. It would suck if the universe blew up on account of you missing your window of opportunity to help yourself to pubescent boy naked spam porpoise. Okay, this is sort of starting to upset me. Jeez, you're such a shitty troll. Guess I'll leave you alone. Find another time to bother you, when I guess you're more emotionally susceptible and don't have all these bees in your bonnet about your human sexuality. Oh no, dude, you sassed me up. We're in the shit now, together, for the long haul. What? You motherfucking entrenched in this bitch. You and me, welcome to Numb. Now grab my hand and shimmy your soggy ass off the muddy bank before the Charlie gets the fucking drop. Who's Charlie? He's the guy who's gonna read our vows. Feeling pretty freaking matrimonial all of a sudden. Take a look down at your foot and you'll see a little bottle. Stomp on that shit like it's a fire. Noisy ethnic dudes are flipping the fuck out, waving us around on chairs till someone gets hurt. A 300-pound macaroni. What the fuck is he saying? And my gaping furnace is hungry for coal, so get in the goddamn shoveling. Oh my god, bro, look me in the eye. That twinkle, that devotion, you herniated pro wrestler's sweaty purple taint. Wow. Okay. The devotion will be sparkling the visit of the fairy god. Thank you for the 413 Homestuck bits there, Grand Zeppelin. This is why just because I say random bullshit. Okay, listen. Like, 4 things making me the same as someone else is not enough for me to be like, you are now kin with him, assigned government-wise. Okay? Fucking, we could pick out any random 4 attributes and find someone else who has those same things. You know? Like, fucking, like, pick something else. Pick something. Name 4 attributes that a human being could have that are not Dave related. And we'll make that person Dave. We'll can assign him Dave. Not being Dave. Please, you're having a Dave moment right now. I fucking hate you. This is one of those things where it's like... Anyway. You are now the aimless renegade. You have identified a couple of unwelcome rogues outside your present stronghold. They're in violation of your jurisdiction. Despite your ordinarily striking marksmanship, you spent an entire animal cracker without recording a single kill shot. What do? Realize your weapon is not magazine fed, not clip fed. Yeah, it's one of those like gun related. Not wanting to be Dave is a Dave thing. Yeah, you don't give a shit about that. Examine the wall behind you. The wall behind you exhibits rows of ancient hieroglyphics depicting an array of amphibious reptilian life forms. This is illegal pictography. It makes you angry. Go search for ammo. We have plenty of ammunition stored in various ammo crates, which you have spent a great deal of time unearthing from nearby dunes and hauling back to your stronghold. You have a large variety of weaponry and ammunition at your disposal. Whether or not you can locate some more AK-47 rounds quickly enough is a different matter. Quickly retrieve sidearms. You retrieve a pair of deadly sidearms. You'll need longer range weapons if you were to continue your enforcement. Find a rocket launcher. You didn't finish. Okay, hold on. We gotta go back and read the page better. Bro, look in my eyes. That twinkle, that devotion, you herniated pro wrestler's sweaty purple taint. Sparkling like a visit to your fairy fucking godmother. Shit's pure and true. That's what you see. A kaleidoscope supernova of all your hopes and dreams, all you're swishing together. Radically obfuscating arms of... See, that's a hussy right there. That's not a real word. That's a hussyism. A little bit more arms of more little boy peckers than you can imagine, turning out insane corkscrew haymakers of a billion dancing Vienna sausage strong. This is how we do this. Shit's more real than Kraft mayo. Alright, anyway, I'm gonna... It may be a real word, but Andrew Hussey is a fucking bastard for it. Here's one. Befriend the unwelcome rogues. See, that's... So all this ammo is Jade's grandpa's. So that means... Armed renegade? What color are you? What color is your text? We don't know yet. I'm gonna make you another color of gray. He can be yellow? Okay, thank you. Yellow. Okay, so he's doing this. He's hanging out with these guys all the way the fuck over here. Right? But he's doing it like so. Right? Yeah. Fucking... And then... Where's Elmo? Elmo is timeless. He's all the way to... This is as right as this goes. Except for Jade. Jade is more to the front. Armed renegade. He's gone. What time is it? Looking at my fucking watch. It looks like it's time for guns. Befriend the unwelcome rogues. Oh, we wonder if you should reconsider your grievances with the offenders. Perhaps you should let it slide. That would seem friendly enough. It's been so long since you've had company. It would be quite a pity to blow it up that tall, attractive female. But then again, there are both flagrant violation, trespassing through several zones which you painstakingly marked off limits while you conduct your investigation of this crime scene. It is the duty to investigate this illegal monument and to get to the bottom of this illicit amphibious idolatry. That's the thing. That's a crime. Amphibious idolatry. Just thinking about all the sloppy footprints that they're leaving behind in the sand and makes your carapace steam. There we go. Words. The law is all that's left to hold onto in this unforgiving dust bowl. You can't afford to loosen your black claws grip lest justice slip through your fingers. Law is beauty, order is peace, judgment is the very basis for which all is pure, and hold on to that thought. You need to take a moment to wear something ridiculous before you continue your spiel. God, it seems like this is a bad idea, whatever the fuck he's doing. Order in the court. You will have order in the court. If everyone does not settle down, you will clear this courtroom. You swear to God. Examine the moving platform. It appears to be a large stage serving as a kind of elevator, but it can't go down because there's something jammed in it. Looks like a peculiar musical instrument, probably centuries old. Yeah, the jury agrees you gotta blow up these trespassers. Place present on monument. You put John's present down in the right spot, along with the letter you prepared a little while ago, after a particularly interesting series of dreams. Should be any moment now. You put down the time bait. It's out of your hands now. So yeah, I guess this is happening here. Like he's up in this tower, I think. Several centuries in the future. This is where the timeline gets real confusing. No, it's good. I got this. If you notice, guys, I have a great timeline that helps. If you're having a hard time understanding it, just look at this. This is correct. Confirm or deny. What are the loops? That's Grim. It's one of the trolls. The cool S thing is key. Mayor. Read letter. Wait a minute. You guess you could swim, or maybe you could think of a better way across. Read letter. This is kind of confusing. Dear Miss Mail Lady, go here. I guess it's straight enough forward enough, even if the drawing is somewhat inaccurate. It's fucking close enough. Oh no. Berate self for unauthorized demolition. Stupid, stupid, stupid. You had them right in your crosshairs. You have no idea how a crack shot like you could have missed. It's practically inconceivable. There are official timelines to this hellstorm? You reload and take aim. That fair carapace, how it sparkles in the desert light. No, you cannot afford to be distracted by such thoughts. You are busy being the law. You are the law. Whoops. I watched a bootleg so there's like on YouTube, probably isn't anymore. But there was a bootleg version of Judge Dredd, right? I watched it when I was at Tilda's folks' place. Like, it was early in the morning, no one was awake, and there's like a considerable timeline difference or time zone difference between here and there. And so I woke up really early one morning and I was like, I should watch Judge Dredd. So I did, because I'd never watched it before. And I didn't want to like get Netflix or whatever, so I just watched it on YouTube. Anyway, in order to avoid the copyright claims on YouTube, they like randomly pitch shift portions of it, and like the video kind of bounced around the screen, which was really hard to like keep track of, but eventually I got used to it. Anyway, the bit where he goes, I am the law. Like, they up-pitched it because it's like one of the most like iconic scenes and very like obviously going to get copyright claimed. So instead, he just like spoke in this really high-pitched like strained voice. It was like, I am the law. It was great. I will never forget that moment. It was one of the best things. It bounced around like a DVD screensaver, yeah. I am the law. It was really hard to like, it's hard to take seriously. It's this guy again. He broke, and his little blinking bee, so outrageous. The can ruse was a distraction. Scamper quickly to newly created hole. You have the cargo. Long time no see. Also, what's your own god tier class aspect? Please, please stop them, Neppy. It's been a long time, and I know we haven't spoken, but I need you to do me a solid. They've assigned me Davekin. Make them stop. Click the Comic Sans. Oh, I see. Sweet bro and hella Jeff introducing new friend Jeremy. Bro, have told you, dog. Bro, have you seen dog? You told. Bro, have you seen my socks? Told dog. You told anywhere around anywhere? Nah, dude. Again, with the socks. What is it even with you with socks, man? It's like you must be toking up on a joint to make you stoned or stoned or something. I can't even think of who leaves their socks lying around like that. The sock was a ruse, a distraction. I have the car. It's wonderful. How the fuck are you supposed to know to click that? I did the class thing. I think it was like something or other of time or something. Despite being written by Dave in Universe, it actually began as a parody of Gamer webcomics, or a parody of Gamer webcomics. All Comic Sans is clickable. Gotcha. Something like that. Rev was rage. Was I rage? I don't remember. Those words didn't mean anything to me. It's in the playlist along with this. If you're watching on After Hours, you can go and watch that and try and make sense of it. I think it is anyway. It's either that or in the Hive Swap one. Rev was rage. Read the next step of the letter. Deliver here. At the bottom of the letter is a series of coordinates along with further instructions. You know what you must do. Did I miss more Comic Sans? That's not clickable. Seer of Rage? Possibly? Liberty, reason, justice, civility, edification, perfection. So whenever Ziliax goes on the field, which is a reference no one gives a shit about. Syndificate. Years in the past. Today is your birthday. Your grandfather has decided to celebrate by introducing you to the thrill of the hunt. But suddenly you and Beck are wandering off. Where is the silly dog taking you? Yeah, I still haven't crafted a Ziliax. I should, but fucking Ziliax is gonna rotate, and after Ziliax does the rotation, it's fucking whatever. And then I've spent all of that crafting on that. Not doing that shit. Time for baby. Pumpkin seeds. You open it to find a shirt that is way too big for you and pumpkin seeds. There's also a letter. Dear Jade, happy birthday. It's hard to thank you enough for your friendship over the years. Heck, if it weren't for you, I wouldn't even have met Rose and Dave. So that is like 3 times the friendship. That is like almost like too much friendship. Haha, I only wish I could get you something for your birthday. You could remotely make up for what you've given me. But of course, that's impossible. So here are a couple of silly things anyway. I went to a weird Asian store the other day and saw this rad shirt. So I got it, and I'm wearing it now. But there was also a blue one too, which was way more awesome, and I wanted you to have it. I know you like green a lot, but maybe you should try wearing blue sometimes? I bet you'd look like $1,000,000. Also, I know you've been frustrated lately on how your pumpkins keep disappearing. Well, I can't begin to explain why it's happening. All I can do is give you these so you can plant some more. Don't give up, Jade. Wherever those dumb old pumpkins ran off to, I'm sure you'll You know the fun is in growing them and taking care of them until they're ready. Whew. Gotta head off to the post office so this doesn't get to you too late. Talk to you soon. This is the exact moment when you realize, yeah, I mean, like, I already got Shutterwalk. I crafted the new Zeliax. I forget what his name is. He's the 7-mana genie. That guy's going to be the new Zeliax. Every deck is going to have him. Like, go ahead and just craft it now. You're going to need it. It's going to get nerfed, but, you know, Zephyrs, yeah. And I like to do a lot of Highlander decks right now. Because Highlander is fun. It involves having to think of 30 things you want. Actually, 28, because you're going to have, what's his name? Your wish is my command. That guy. The perfect wish guy. That's great. Amazing card. Who is this John claiming to be your friend? And these other friends he mentions. Wherever he is, he must have been on to something. Blue is a very pretty color. Also, growing some pumpkins sounds like a lot of fun. Maybe you will ask Grandpa if you can use the atrium to do some gardening. This will be exciting. Whop! You bear the vicious brunt of the story transition directly to the face. You're getting really tired of this feisty man and his busy fists. Kill John's dad yourself. Here, stick this in your pipe and bleed to death slowly. You know how hard it is to set someone on fire? Not that I've tried. I've never done anything illegal, especially arson. Never done arson. Definitely not arson. Or destruction of public property. Or private property. Or trespassing. I've never done anything. My point is, it's very hard to burn people. That's just going to cause more fire. It's an accelerant, isn't it? Listen, I'm a good person. And good people don't do crimes. That's a fact. That can be disputed. Very easily. With any basic understanding of history. Or Martin Luther King was an asshole. One of the two, I'm not sure. You release the prisoner. He's free to go. Play the guitar to summon giant lily pads. Well, thank you, Legend Cascade. Listen, I told you expressly that I haven't committed crimes. So, you know I haven't. The fuck is happening? Later, Legend. I'll be doing, whatchamacallit tomorrow. Tomorrow is, Danganronpa 2, the second trial. I don't know what the fuck is happening right now. She's a frog. She summoned her inner frog, I see, and that's how she was able to jump across the things. End of Act 3 coming. Oh, man, that means we're really close to being done. Install beta. Ooh, wow. Oh, man, that was the buns. That was the buns right there. Like, not quite honey. I think it's just butter. Just butter on that one. Anyway. All right, I'm installing this game finally. We're doing this, man? Where? What the fuck? Yeah, you can almost say we're making this go on. What is this we're making this? Transpire. Excellent. Let's make this shit. Let's make shit take place. Turn the page volume up. Okay, hold on. Then we'll take a break after this one. Chat is real fucking oh. I guess we should just skip it then, because it's, I mean, it didn't load. Let me know if it's too loud. I'm gonna shut up for this one because it's apparently important. Why do I know this song? Well, that happened. That was a good... Hold up. Hold up. Neat. Suburban jungle. There it is. Cool. None of these have good ratings. That one has a 4 of stars. Leaked skins. Oh, Jesus Christ, guys. There's leaked skins. Oh my god. Fucking announced here first. Try Bandcamp. This is, those are tabs, not music. Guys, just so you know, first fucking revealed. Secrets revealed. leaked skins, Keanu Reeves, Fortnite, Thanos doing the Fortnite together, then dabbing. We could be Keanu Reeves in Fortnite, sure. Guys, this is why you gotta keep in touch with these streams, because if you don't watch my streams, then you won't know about Keanu Reeves being in Fortnite. End of Act 3. Yeah, that's a good bop. I'm not gonna lie, that's a good fucking bop. Tell us what just happened in that video. Alright, so here's my understanding of what happened in that video. Dave finally fucking installed the thing so that way he could interact with Rose. That's her name. So now he's doing all the things that Rose was doing for John, which I guess means that Jade is going to do all those things for Dave? And does that mean that John does those things for Jade? Oh god, what the fuck? How are you playing the game as both the game master and the player at the same time? That's some bullshit, stupid shit. It's the intermission, guys. The intermission is the best part of the comic, apparently. Anyway, so that's happening. Also, Jade waited to get her copy of the game, similar to how Rose had to do something waiting for a time clock to go down. So yeah. Intermission time. Is this loading something? Okay, it's doing a thing. Hold on. Is that it? Is that all you wanted to show me? Your name is Spade Slick. You are the leader of the notoriously vicious gang of mobsters called the Midnight Crew, a rival gang known as the Felt, recently knocked over one of your favorite casinos. A long quest of revenge has taken you to the front door of this mansion belonging to the loathsome boss, Lord English. Your subordinates, Club Deuce, Diamonds Droog, Hearts Box Cards, have been dispatched to various locations throughout the mansion and began carrying out your mission. Your objective is to locate and crack English's secret vault and plunder its mysteries. And that's the business end of it. Pleasure will be painting this ugly house red with the blood of those miserable green motherfuckers. Inspect timekeeping devices. Stupid gang and their lousy obsession with clocks. Sooner or later, these idiots will stop being alive, all the better. It's like Strawberry Clock and the Clock Crew. I wonder if that's a subtle nod to them. Someone probably knows this. You're wondering where they are. It's awfully quiet in this mansion, sans all the dreadful ticking. Capture log carriage clock. You know, I've obviously no idea what that means. If it's some smart-ass way of saying pick it up, forget it. You're already carrying an item. It's your trusty deck of cards. Sans is a word. You have an idea that is much better. Clocks destroyed 4 out of 1,000. Check for traps under the billiard rug. What's under the rug is much worse than any trap you can imagine. It's a member of this species that you do not recognize with a ghastly furred upper lip. Man. Fuck. That's a... Hold up. Where the fuck is it? Where the fuck is this thing? I just saved it, right? Didn't I save it to my desktop? Oh, it's a WebP. Why the fuck would it save as that? No one wants that. That's much better. View image. Save image. There we go. That's a JPEG. Tim. Okay. No, desaturate like a proper. There we go. And then posterize. Ooh, that's bad. That's not any better. I need it to like basically get all rid of all. Okay, hold up. Brightness and contrast. Contrast, but like a little bit less, but a little bit more brightness. Like right about there. Okay, that's pretty cursed right there. Right. I mean, this is going to use up all my ink if I do this. Fuck. I'm just going to have to go down to Office Depot and do this. Okay, this will be a project for another time. You uncover an unsightly individual backed up and try to forget it ever existed. Play 52 card pickup. You would need a deck of cards to play that infernal game. Unfortunately, all you have is your war chest, which you deploy on the floor. Open war chest. Shuffle contents of war chest. You rummage around. No unusual assorting of belongings. It's nothing any mobster worth his salt wouldn't be caught plotting and scheming without. Don't print the whole thing? What do you mean? Just like... Like that? Like this whole section of blackness is gonna be real fucking rough. Like that's gonna be... That's gonna cause problems. Yeah? What if we like just do like and then we change the color to something else? Like we overlay, we make it like red or something. Now we can color shift it. Like more brightness and saturation. There we go. Now we can change it to any of these other beautiful colors. Like I feel like blue is going to use up a lot of ink too. Pink might be good. Pink might be good. I mean, then if it starts dying, it'll look fine. I'll go to Office Depot. Okay. Anyway. Aesthetic Tim. Why is this happening? I just looked behind me. And I'm gonna whisper this because I think Tilda's trying to sleep in the other room. But like, we got rugs all over the goddamn place in this apartment, right? Fucking anywhere under any mat we've got. I'm just thinking. I'm just thinking, you know. Anyway. Who's this douchebag? That's Tim the Tool Man Taylor. You a bunch of blades, some playing cards, a variety of other miscellaneous stuff. Also, Vendetta, Itinerary, and Heist Map. Scavenge war chest for fancy headwear. What's going on? That's a fucking good question. I'm here doing this and I don't know. There are many elaborate headdresses here. You'll eat your haberdasher. But, of course, there's only a plain serviceable backup hat, which naturally conceals 2 licorice Scotty dogs, which makes you think that maybe you're wearing your backup hat, and this is the unusual one. Hell if you know. Same damn hat. Hide inside your war chest. You probably can't hide. You can't hide properly inside your war chest because you can't close it while you're inside. Instead of momentarily pretending it's a really cool automobile and commands fear and respect of larcerous adversaries everywhere. Beep beep, all aboard the idiot wagon. Start the cross. Hold on. I had an idea. I love that why is this happening was one of the questions asked in chat, as if this isn't just something that would happen. Like, this is absolutely something that would happen on my stream. Like, if you're not aware, this is just how you do streams. This is, if you're wanting to get started with streaming, this is something you must, but thou must. Like, this is called style. This is called skill. This is called uncompromised force of will. This is how you do. This is how you do, my friends. This is how you do. Looks natural. Let me see if I can, like, give him some bags. No, that's, like, too obvious. Your wife is going to be both confused and upset. What is this thing? You've had it for quite some time. You don't remember how you got it. You never knew the identity of this pipe-smoking creature. Perhaps it was the same species as the creature you just saw under the rug. But, you know what isn't possible? Because one does not feature the same bizarre furred lip. It's probably a differing species of the same genus. Go to mspaintadventures.com. You don't know why you're wasting your time on this website. It's for little children who poop hard in their baby-ass diapers. Also, you don't understand what the hell is going on or who these characters are. It's a lot of nonsense. Can I be this guy instead? Because that's something I'm thinking. Alternate idea, right? We cut out the white bits, right? Because they're all connected. Except for right here. Right there's not. We could totally just like add a little bit of white right there. Right? Now it's all connected. It's all connected up. I think. It's got to be connected through here as well. A little bit of extra structure. Now I can spray paint this on things. Not that I would, because that would be illegal, but I could. I could spray paint this on things. And then people would be walking down the street and they'd see this shit and they'd be like, the fuck? I loved Tool Time too. Home Improvement was a wonderful show. I haven't thought about it in years. Deleting the time setting on the Crosby top. Clocks destroyed, 5 out of 1,000. Take the spades key. Basic rules of blackjack. You take the rules card for blackjack. You possess this item for as long as you can remember. You do not know yet its significance, though you can hustle up a mean game of blackjack when you need to. Examine Vendetta Itinerary. Listen, I would never own spray paint. Ever. for any legal or illegal purposes, because that's the thing that mean people do. Like, there's no reason to own things like that. Also, I would never own a switchblade. That would be illegal as well. It's actually not illegal, as a point of reference. You can also carry brass knuckles now in Texas, which is cool. Anyway, back to this thing. These are the mugshots of everyone you're going to kill. You got a head start already off crowbar, matchsticks, quarters, depleting them of some of their muscle. You've still got to watch out for the others. You're still wary of despicable time shenanigans. But Rev, you can challenge people to brass knuckle duels. Where am I going to get brass knuckles in 2019? Itchy has already given you a slip recently. Doze, you've captured and interrogated just as repeatedly to no avail. Trace has broken into your secret hideout more times than you can count, while Finn has always seemed to be a step ahead of you and your scoops for your heights. Walmart? You might want to make a new timeline for this? Okay. And you need direct confrontations unless if you want to make a temporal mess on your hand. But you need to make repairs. You don't... Wait, hold on. That's wrong. The intermission will just be in this little area. It's intermission right there. Is that right? Can the internet mission just be right here in the middle of the other story? Good luck fitting it in there. I can just... Okay, new timeline right here, right now. There we go. That'll be fine. All right. No, Rev, no. Okay, hold on. You guys think I need a bigger one? I'll make a bigger one. How the fuck do you... Right click? What fuck? Why right click? What stupid bitch made it right click? Okay, hold on. I really hope that you guys didn't come here to watch me read Homestuck, because that's absolutely not what happens a majority of the time here. Okay, there you go. Now you got more room. Jeff Bezos? Bill Gates? What does Jeff Bezos have to do with this? Okay, there we go. All right. There you go. Oh, fuck, that looks awful. I'm doing great. Is this right? Am I doing it right? Your reading to not reading ratio is satisfactory enough. You're doing great. No, but keep going. Okay? Hold on. Oh no, never mind. Hold on. There we go. Perfect. Time Allen. We're going with it. You might need to distract him to crack the vault. He's already guarded. Best to avoid die in any direct conversations unless you want a temporal mess on your hands. But if you need any repairs, you could always go to Snitch and persuade him. You might also need to kill Salbuck with a clean shot. Eggs and biscuits are morons, but they are dangerous morons. Can is a tank, and your crew will probably need more ammunition than you've packed to take him down. Who knows what Lord English looks like, but that'll be corrected tonight. Lord English actually lives here in Austin. He's an Austinite. He lives in Westlake, I think. Ultima Online. Lord English. Lord British, excuse me. I got it wrong. Fucking close enough, whatever. You want to see what he looks like? There you go. There he is. I found him for you. He's based off of him. He Googled spoilers. I know, but what do you fucking mean? He lives in Austin. There's a story of apparently some guy. So in the game you can kill him, but he's immortal, and so it was like a popular thing to do to kill him repetitively. But people, like some crazy dude, like broke into his house with a sword and was like, "Fight me," and he was like, "No." And he locked the door to his bedroom and called the cops. Wonder where the number 8 mugshot went. Yeah, it's a good point. This isn't right. It's right here, but you aren't going to kill Snowman. Yeah, that's out of the question. Examine the heist map. You review your scheme seemed a bit convoluted, but you wouldn't have it any other way. Deuce and Droog split up to neutralize as many felt as they can find. Your heavy muscle is an expert safecracker. Boxcars is headed straight down to the vault. Use radio device to check in on unscrupulous cohorts. You put the words out to your cronies for a status report. No response yet. Clean up all your junk and prepare to get the show on the road. You slip the spade key back into your deck of cards, then pocket your war chest. Smooth as clockwork, and every bit as logical. Into the hallway near the main entrance. Funny, you didn't hear any commotion or gunplay, but it looks like there's always been some sort of commotion in here, or there will be. You never take tints for granted with these goons. 13 of 1,000 clocks destroyed, apparently. Looks like Club's Deuce is getting back to you. He's got Doze tied up for interrogation. You ask him what he's doing right now. Capturing that guy is like shooting a paralyzed monkey in the face. What the fuck? B. Hark's boxcars. You are now Club's Deuce. Rough him up. He remains tight-lipped. You deal him a senseless shin drubbling with your crook of felony. Oh, the humanity you could barely watch. He's still using his special ability to slow time down for himself. He can't feel a damn thing. Certainly isn't saying anything apart from a very low sound, which could be him saying, ow, very, very slowly. Punch clocks in the face to establish chronology. Why would you do that? All of these clocks are lovely. You see no reason to harm them. 987 out of 1,000 clocks unharmed. Swapped hats with those. You begin a feeble campaign of psychological warfare. Perhaps compromising his fashion motif is the way to get to him. Nope, he looks like he's still in that weird state of stasis that doesn't care. Either that or you're driving him nuts, just very slowly. Dump the contents of your war chest over him. War chest? What are you talking about? All you've got here is a simple, unassuming deck of cards. Play some solitaire. Don't be stupid. Play solitaire? You need a deck of cards. You don't see a deck of cards. All you see is your battled robe. Okay. Chad is in love with clubs. Throw down hat and stomp it mercilessly. Oh no, it's itchy, and it looks like he's got all wound out. He unties Doze and quickly swaps everyone's hats around. Doze proceeds to make a fleet-footed getaway. The chase is on. Stop being Heart's boxcars. Alright, you're the boss. Heart's boxcars, you ain't. Someone's replaced your plain, serviceable hat with a silly, undersized one. The outrage is beyond compare. You're sure you know who the culprit is? You can smell his overly caffeinated blood. 986 out of 1,000 clocks shown mercy. Lift leg and hold it a little ways in the air. Four out of 15 green torsos dead. Wear CD's hat on top of your current one. You're currently wearing Deuce's hat, you fool. The one on the floor is Droog's hat, which is exactly why you always keep a backup hat on your hand. The son of a bitch on the floor has played his last game of musical hats. Soon these lugs will learn to show you some respect. And you made this town what it is after all. Wasn't nothing but a bunch of dust and rocks before you got here. Wear backup hat. You deploy your chest and swap out the dinky little hat for one more suited for your wait a minute. Thank God your precious Scotty dogs are still here. You don't know what you'd do without them. You don't even want to think about it. Die makes an unusual sort of entrance. The nonplussed, vaguely bewildering sort. If you just saw someone got murdered, you'd be like, dude, dad, nah. No, don't. B Diamond's Droog. You got clubs. You got it. Club's Deuce it is. You open the battle robe and search for your backup hat. You also need some rope to retie Doze, who's absolutely tearing through the mansion as we speak. If you don't hurry, he may clear the chair within an hour. This is a big mess. You mostly just see a bunch of bombs and cards. You're not sure what it is. You can never remember which card to pick up. You can't believe how shitty your memory is. You grab the deuce of clubs. You pick up 2 licorice gummy bears. These need to be stored for safekeeping as soon as possible. Finding your backup hat can never be more urgent. Pick up all the cards and throw them at Doze. You pick up a bunch of cards, fling them Dozeward. Didn't accomplish a whole lot other than some of your private reading material on an embarrassing public display. Oh, scandalous. Pick up a card, any card. You're a busy guy, so you pick up the old thing and put it in your head. Since you aren't in a big hurry, you will assume that is your backup hat. Close enough. You stand near the 2 remaining cards on the floor. It's offsuit, Jack, and King. Pick up the cards depicting stately blonde-haired fellows. You aren't going to stand around and let the Jack King off. You won't stand around Jack King off all day, so you grab the Jack of Diamonds. Oh, and here's your backup hat. Problem solved, you guys. So instead of a strife, whatever the fuck it's called, the captcha system, it's just like playing cards. I like that. Jack King. That's clever. It's a good joke. It's a good one. Can you say it again? Jacking off all day? Jack King. Jack King. Oh. Let me take a quick BRB because I need some water. And also, it's almost over, but let me just do like a minute-long one, just so I can like get some water because I'm out. Today's Chronog game, by the way, If you're not aware, Chronog is a website where you can get video games on the cheap. But they're like, it's not like one of those shady websites. They just like talk to the devs and they're like, hey, can we buy these keys cheap so we can sell them? And they're usually like older games, games that need a little bit extra love. So that way, whatever development company can like pay for their next project. Anyway, Okami HD is currently on sale for 55% off via chrono.gg/RevScarecrow. So if you want to support me, if you use that link, I get a cut of it. And it's on sale for like $9. It's fucking Okami HD for the PC. I've never played it. It's apparently like Zelda. That's good. Anyway, I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick. Give me like a minute. Go check that out. And I'll be right back. BRB. And we're back. Welcome back, everyone. I forgot to turn off the mic, so you guys just got to hear me pee. Was it exciting? It shouldn't be. You're a freak. Back to Homestuck. One singular minute. Rev's gone. Let's commit crimes. No. You got a beer advert. Weird. You fucking lied. I wasn't 8 whole minute, Rev. It was supposed to be 1. How do you pee that fast? Well, my bath... Listen. Listen to me right now. You hear this? You hear that sound? That's me knocking on the wall that connects the room I'm currently in with the bathroom. That's how far the bathroom is. That's all I gotta do for me to go to the bathroom. So if I need to go pee, all I gotta do is stand up, walk like 5 feet, and go into the bathroom, where the lights don't currently work, so I have to like pee. I live in an apartment. This makes me Davekin. I don't know why the lights don't work in the bathroom. Like the power switch works, but everything else doesn't work. Also, the light behind me in the kitchen sometimes works. Oh. I started with Problem Sleuth. I've read that. I remember reading that. I enjoyed it because I like noir kind of stuff. Fusebox still fucked up. The intermission ends at page 1357, so keep that in mind when deciding when to stop. I'm gonna go a little bit longer just so I don't blow out my vocal cords. But yeah, I don't know if we're gonna get all the way through the intermission today. It depends on how long these pages are and how much I ramble. Because, you know, sometimes I ramble. Anyway, it's your backup hat. Problem solved, you guess. Forget you are a CD. Believe you are Heart's boxcars. You suddenly remember you are Diamond's Droog. Whoever took your hat is about to discover he's the unluckiest man on earth. You better hope you find him dead. He better hope you find him dead. What you're going to do to him will make it, will be much less painful that way. So one of the pages is demonetizable. So should I even show that page? can I just read the page? Is it because it's like copyrighted music, or is it because I say a bad word? Wear a backup hat. You don't have a backup hat. All you got is a deck of cards. Oh, wait, yes, you do. You stashed it away in your Brawliseum. Boobs. Ah, I see. Remind me, like, 10 pages before the boobs. So that way I know, okay? And then I'll just, like, make it so that way you don't see that. And you can go and find your own titties on the internet. You can just Google, I want to see some boobies. Into Google, click image, turn off safe search. There you go. There's a grayscale image of a naked lady. It's very tame. Yeah, but YouTube doesn't give a shit. Also, side note, they've started to demonetize children's stuff. So that means that saying the fuck word is better. Hey, Sword Bombs. How about you go and calm the fuck down? Thanks. That's a 10-minute timeout. But there we go. You don't have a backup hat. All you gotta do is okay, yeah, there we go. Retrieve hat from the Brawliseum. You're only a member of this band of thugs who's civilized enough to keep up more than one backup hat, as well as an extensive array of finely tailored suits. The Brawliseum seems like the best storage option for your exceptional wardrobe. If there's any better sort of compartment to keep your wardrobe in, you'd love to hear it. There's also a shitload of guns and cars in there, too. You put on a backup hat. Withdraw licorice fish from backup hat. Swedish fish are there. Yeah. It's this is why it's a good idea to always keep your candy stored in your backup hat rather than your usual. Other members of the gang have learned this the hard way, and they're finally starting to catch on. Yeah, it was a rule with the FTC. So if I just say that I'm not a children's channel, which is clear because I say the fuck word and I make jokes about Tim the Toolman Taylor, what kind of child would be like, haha, I, a child of 2 years old, enjoy Tim the Toolman Taylor? A show from 1991. Children have bad taste. That's why they watch me, I guess. Good point. Suddenly you get cold clocked in the face from the future. You don't know the knuckles belonging to that sucker punch. You'd know this knuckles belonging to that sucker punch anywhere. The future. Trace always knows where you've been. Spineless rat likes to follow your past trail around and mess with you. The trouble is, whenever he does, he lets you know exactly where he's going to be in the future. This time, you'll be ready for him. You radio Deuce for backup. Give him the time and place, exactly the path through the mansion to take. Resume pursuit of wounded Felt members. I wouldn't know if the wounded guy ended upstairs or came down or wounded him and when. It might have been you, for all you know. Follow the trail of blood up the stairs. Get that timeline ready. All right. So hold on. We gotta get in here for this timeline shit. Okay. It's a new. What? I don't know what color to make him, but all right, but there's also, oh, that's neat. I didn't know you could do that. I don't want to do that. Don't even try. Diamond? What if I put little diamonds in it, like so? So that way you know it's the diamond dude. Deuce. It's not going to be big enough. I don't know if you've noticed, but the authenticity of this timeline is starting to be questionable. Okay, so anyway, that's Deuce. And then there's the dude. What color was his hat? It's red 3. So he can go back in time. So he's doing it like wee 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 wee. There you go. Get fucked. I'm so good at this. Can't overthink things in a time. Can't overthink this time stuff. Yeah, exactly. He doesn't go back in time. Am I doing the Felt Guys too? I don't know. Fuck it. He just fucks with other people's past trails. I see. Follow Diamond Droog's instructions. After giving the quick 10-4 over the radio, you look at your prisoner. Lucked out. Looks like round 2 of your brutal interrogation will have to wait. Couldn't find any rope, so you tied him up with the Stretch Armstrong doll, which you happen to have lying around. You don't remember how you got it. Looks sort of dumb, but it'll have to do. Just lock Doze in the battle robe. Time to hit the road. You beat the hostage and put him into the battle robe with the bull penis cane. Wait, is that a bull penis cane? Is that a demonetization? Whether or not YouTube will understand that that's a penis? I don't know. You flip the fact over the fact that this is apparently a bull penis cane. Meanwhile, running roughly parallel with present events. So they both have off suits. Remember, Yellow Hat should be dead now. Yeah, he should be. That's weird. They both have 3 of a kind off suit. But Ace 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 is better than King King King. It's true. It's true. Itchy always cheats, but he cheated for the last time. You're gonna jump to a timeline where he's dead. Looks like he got what he deserved, but as usual, you find yourself in a bit of a predicament. Make friends with Die. You introduce your Ironcast horse hitcher to your new friend. You see those around here in Texas every now and then. I think it's like a law that they have to have like a spot for you to tie up your horse or something. This has never been something that I've had to worry about, so I've never looked around to see whether or not they've actually violated the law or not. Because I've never needed to tie up a horse. Like, it's never been a thing where I've interacted with a horse to the degree where I would need to, like, tie them to something to make sure they didn't walk away. My interactions with horses have only been in passing. Die scrambles the pins he's been saving for special occasions. How many times do you have to tell you? He made this town. Stop being SS. He stopped being He stopped not being Heart's boxcars. So was this still when they were like trying to like, when Hussey was still trying to make it so that way you could read this, like you could interact with this? If he pulls the pin, he jumps randomly to a part of the timeline where they're alive. I see. But if you put the pin in, it's where they die. I've seen people riding horses casually around. I went to hang out with my brother once. We were out in the middle of nowhere, Texas. He needed to get gas. We stopped to get gas and get Slurpees and stuff. We were like waiting, we were waiting for the gas pump to like fill up his car, and there was just a guy rode by on a horse. You made your way to the Felt's secret vault. It's bigger than you were expecting. You'll be able to rely on your usual safe cracking methods, which is to pry it from the wall with your bare hands. You'll have to think of something else. Do a silly dance. This is absolutely the most ridiculous thing you could have chosen to do right now. I mean, come on. Why don't you take a closer look at it? seriously stop. Pry the wall from the safe. The notion is even more ridiculous than the last one. Wait, who are you kidding? No, it isn't. It looks like a combination of the safe was injured via a handle of the clock. You know, you somehow doubt spinning the handles around manually is going to cut it. Knowing these guys, you gotta alter the flow of time itself. Oh, fuck this. Demonetization is coming up. Alright, what page? What page number again? Because we're at page 1218. We're almost done with the intermission, so I guess we could finish it and then we can stop. You don't know. Does someone want to go? Here, hold on. Here. It's at page 1000 or 1328. Okay. Extremely grayscale boobies. Well, YouTube doesn't care. It's still boobies. Look around at the combination of the save entered via handles of the clock, but somehow you date. Okay. Which is, of course, bullshit. You think you'll just blow it up instead. Time to get Deuce on the radio. Deploy Punchbox. Deploy the Wrath Tub. Retrieve 2 of hearts from the backup hat. Retrieve your pair of wax lips. If anyone ever tried to steal wax lips, you'd eat their eyeballs and deliver an angry lecture upon their empty sockets. Peruse Red Cheeks magazine. Okay, so if I accidentally do click onto it, I will just like use the YouTube clipping thing to cut out the bit where there are boobies, and then they'll just be boobies for a second on Twitch. I'm concerned. Oh, I see. Just glancing at it gives you palpitations. Literature for avid cardiophilaciers such as yourself. Those burgeoning red humps. The mischievous little tail. The snug, welcoming cleft. The saucy image is hard to beat. Harder than what you beat inside your chest right now. Your heart is what you're beating. You beat it to Red Cheeks magazine pretty regularly, you'd say. I see. Call clubs on the nearest guard. You call Radio Deuce on the 10-4 cards. You let me know that you need a power monkey on the double. When you hear ticking, it's not coming from the big vault above. You hope it's not. You hope it's not what you think it is. Oh God, no. It's Biscuits. His oven timer is ticking. This is no good. This is no good. This idiot thinks that his special oven transports him to the future by the amount he sets on the timer. Well, he's sort of right, but in reality, it's all happening. All that's happening is he's hiding in there until the timer's up, then he pops out. Yes, it's relatively harmless if he's alone. You can take him. What you really have to worry about is when he teams up with, no, not that ringing, the god-awful ringing. You can hear it. Eggs, son of a fuck. You might as well grab one of your axes and kill yourself now. Follow the path. In the future, you've already followed the path through the mansion that Droog told you to. Trace followed Droog's past trail even further back, but found a much fresher trail crossing his path. Looks like this little guy is talking on the radio. Says something about how he'll be right there and gives Droog a hand. Once he gives Droog a hand. Trace decides to chase this guy around for a while and see what he's up to, and then mess with him, of course. In the present, you're able to talk on the radio and say something about how you'll be right there and once you give Droog a hand. Take a good look around the new room you're in. I don't understand how his movement works. Chat is now eggs, you son of a fuck. Just got some creepy DMs. Just turn off DMs. Don't interact with DMs on Twitch. You'll never get a DM that you want. Looks like a trail of blood ends here or originates, whatever. Something went down here in the past or is about to go down in the future. You know what? Never mind. 21 out of 1,000 clocks destroyed, apparently. Hang on, there's a tooth on the floor. You know that tooth. You felt its bite before. Finn was here. Judging on the forensics of the scene, the angle that it hit the floor and the direction the blood splatters and how dry the blood is, you know exactly what he's about to pull. Or more specifically, what he's about to already have pulled. You remember the future trails from Donnie Darko? It's like that, but from the past. I don't remember that. Finn already knows where you're going. He follows your future trail here. He likes to mess. Oh fuck. So then, like, orange is. Finn already knows where you're going, so he sees the future, so he gets in front of you. But then Trace is behind you and time and punches your time trails. He's following your future trail. He likes to mess with you from the past. Trouble is he tips you off to where he's been. This time you're ready. Wait for it. Wait. Predestined bullet holes are convenient, giving you something to aim for. Oh, that's a good point. If you know where he's gonna be, you could just aim for wherever the blood splatter is, and that's where you would have hit. 7 out of 21 clocks re-destroyed. Rematerialize. That doesn't make any sense. You never went anywhere. Die realizing that there's a cost to settling the score with you in this way. The cost is having to live in the desert amongst the ruins of the dead civilization for the rest of his life. He thinks this is stupid and he pulls your pin. Help Green Man live up to his name. What was his name again? Oh, I see. It's a good joke. Take Voodoo Doll. You grab the Voodoo Doll and stick a pin in there or stick his pin in there for good measure. Might as well keep track of everyone you off this way too. Not that you intend to abuse its power to settle your score. What's the point of not if you're gonna get your hands dirty? So it might come in handy down the road. Lord English is supposed to be indestructible. Rumor is to be unkillable through a number of glitches and exploits into space-time. This doll will maybe ultimately help you work your way through the system if it comes to that. 29 of 1,000 clocks destroyed. 5 out of 15 green torsos dead. Follow the blood stairs down. Follow the blood trail downstairs and finish him off. Problem is with that is you can see his future trail following him, and that he'll just see your future trail following him, and that'll be nothing but a loud invitation for him to mess with you some more. Besides, you better leave him alone. You think he'll know where he'll lead you. Just got to be a little bit more subtle about tracing his blood trail. You got to keep the future trail out of line of sight. So he's bleeding out, but you got to get to where he's going to end up without walking the exact way, which is hard enough just in a house. Spade's Slick cannot return to being Hearts boxcars because obviously Diamond Droog is too busy being Club's deuce. You watch Trace throw a punch into thin air for some reason. This guy's awfully silly. Then he slinks off somewhere. What you don't realize is he's following Droog's past trail through the mansion until he gets to the point where it intersects with your trail, and at which point he'll start following you. But we all realize it because it's obvious and could not be any more clear. Implement nefarious scheme. I'm just reading through Homestuck because that's like what I agreed to for the charity. You follow Droog's simple instructions. It's so simple even a forgetful nincompoop like you can remember. There's a blood trail on the floor that goes in a different direction than Trace went. You decide to follow it because that sounds like a really good idea to you. If there is something that you're supposed to do after helping Droog, you'll be damned if you remember what it was. Trace catches up to where you were, but you've already gone. All he sees is a long, greasy, rubbery arm through your past trail stretching through the room. He finds his comrade tied up with stretchy rubber arms of a small man. There's nothing gross or unpalatable about that in the least. Dose unslows himself and begins mumbling something feverishly about his hat. Nice. Why would you restart time at that point? Like, why wouldn't you just keep time slow and talk real fast? So that way when it's slowed down, he only slows himself. Oh, he doesn't slow the clock. Oh, yeah, he wouldn't. He can only slow himself. That seems really fucking useless. Hence why he's dead. 7 out of 15 green torsos dead. 107 out of 1,000 clocks destroyed. I mean, like, if it makes it that way you don't feel pain, that's kind of cool. But that's, yeah, it fucking sucks. Fenn makes his way through the mansion to get some help. He wonders where the little guy is going. Deuce's future trail is headed towards the same direction he's headed. By sheer coincidence, Fenn is deciding to follow him for a bit, keeping an eye on him for as long as Deuce's path matches his. That is, it's pretty much no chance that he's headed to the same place, though. It would be statistically improbable. You've got no idea what the other goons are up to. Funnily, their future trails end here. They're not going to stick around long enough to find out why. He's still a bit woozy from the blood loss to sort out this mess anyway. Follow the blood-red road. Biscuits doesn't even have powers. He just has a portable oven he hides in. That seems like better than slowing time. Being able to carry an oven and accurately predict when you need to set the timer to is pretty good. That's all right. If he can slow time, his own time, but no one else's, doesn't that mean he can travel to the future? Yes. He just waits till it rings. Yeah, but he accurately predicted when that guy was going to be in there. Like that, you guys are kind of like forgetting that that's a thing. Only from his perspective. He can only, yeah, he's. Like, listen, it's like this. Like, imagine if I said in 5 minutes, I'm going to give myself a high five, right? Or someone's going to come into the room and give me a high five, right? Now, if I'm right, that's basically predicting the future. If I'm wrong, then it's not. So my point is that the oven is completely irrelevant to him being able to predict the future. It's just how he happens to, like, signify his ability to do so. Does that make sense? Biscuits is supposed to be a joke character. Stop ruining the joke. He's the only one that's got a real power. Actually, all these time dudes have powers. Just some of them suck. It's uncanny. This old guy is matching Finn's route every step of the way. He must know something. Finn decides to take him out. But he can't get a clear shot. He's too dizzy with all that C4 under Deuce's hat. Firing would be a bad idea. God, he's thought of everything. Clearly, he's dealing with a criminal mastermind here. He stopped to admire this gorgeous clock. It's so pretty. Too bad it's not ticking like so many of the other clocks in this place. Not that you can blame them. There's so many clocks in this mansion, it would be obviously impractical to make sure they all work properly. Oh, look, a trail of blood. You think you'll start following it. Waste exactly 4 hours on this tomfoolery. You hate time travel. You hate time... Yeah. Above the spectacle has appeared at the strike of 4 has begun giggling at your foolishness for a number of minutes. Clover would have had been tickled to help you open this vault, at least at the cost of answering a few of his clever time riddles, needless to say. If only you'd thought to seek out his help first, rather than charging like a silly brute you are into this deadly trap of stable and not so stable time loops. Mostly unstable, really. These guys are way too dumb to maintain even elementary looping stability for more than a couple of iterations. If you weren't so preoccupied, Clover could tell you that you could use Crowbar's help to pry bar anything out of the time loop, stable or otherwise. If you weren't so preoccupied, and if you weren't so dead. Stitch mutters to himself in his shop. He guesses eggs and biscuits are roughhousing again, because the fabric of space-time is tearing something fierce on Lord English's Cairo overcoat, which is the thing is exactly what's keeping a backup coat, which always leaves Stitch with one of them. Chad is mad about the coat. Any gang does well to have an in-house doctor in hand, We have to deal with time travel. All the better to have a damn good tailor too. Call Spades for backup. You tell Slick to get his scrawny ass to the vault. Let's go goddamn bedlam down here. And if you tell him to ask Juice for backup, but surprise, surprise, he's nowhere to be found. It's a big surprise, you tell him. You tell him that it was sarcasm. He says he already knows. Slick says he'll be right there, and he'll see if he can round up Droog for support. I'm already at the intermission somehow. I'm going to try to get page 1,300 something today. Get past the boobies, so that way I don't accidentally boobies next stream. Because I'm not going to remember, and chat's not going to remember, and then there's going to be boobies, and then we're going to get in trouble. So we're going to stop after boobies. Okay? Droog says Deuce is tailing Finn. While he was tailing Deuce, he'll be there to help out Boxcars as soon as he and Deuce can take care of business with Stitch. Couldn't be simpler. Oh yeah, he also mentions he's pumped Finn full of lead so you can cross him off the list. You roger all that. Finn bursts into Stitch's workshop, blubbering something about watching out for a little guy who's about to come in here. He says to watch out because he's got a bum on his head and undoubtedly quite volatile, and even the slightest spark would surely set him off. Stitch sees Finn's obviously in bad shape and checks his effigy. Sure enough, the thing's in tatters. He should be just fine if he can be patched up before he bleeds too. Bonk. Dead. Death. 8 out of 15 green torsos dead. Can't you just pull them all out and then you're done? We're stopping after boobies. We gotta finish after boobies. Finish on the boobies. Everybody out of the goddamn way. You're got a hat full of bomb and a fist full of penis and a head full of empty. That's a fucking mood. Let me read that again. You got a hat. Everybody out of the goddamn way. You got a hat full of bomb, a fist full of penis, a head full of empty. It's a wonderful line. Stitch says to drop the livestock knob and set all the hell down. He says you do realize C4 is a stable explosive and won't detonate with gunfire, right? You say, oh. Sneak into Stitch's boutique. Drop it and get in. Don't bleed on the suits. Stitch says, huh? You admit the thought of carrying an imprisoned tailor wherever you go is gratifying for personal reasons, but in this case, him being alive would be useful for dealing with English later. Prod idiots with red cheeks. This particularly accomplished nothing. Digging out your smut out of hiding turns to be a very bad idea. Now copies of the future are appearing left and right, and these clowns all have their paws all over it. Slick, where the hell are you? Roof Crowbar's pin. Crowbar's alive again, and a whole bunch of stuff is different. You forgot this gang's halfway competent in running the show. Good news is you get to kill him again. Insert and quickly remove Snowman's pin. You have no idea how much you'd like to, but even you're not that crazy. Still, it's kind of tempting. Oh. Kind of looked like her dress skirt thing was like see-through. Like it was like one of those clear green jackets. Everyone always ceases gunplay when Snowman's around. If you kill here, you destroy the entire universe. Remove knife from eye. Give it to Sawbuck. You struck the lance at Sawbuck, but of course, it's only a flesh wound. It seems like it's the only sort of wound that would ever inflict on an incorporate lummox. Consequently, you and he both jump to a random point in the timeline. Looks like it would be in the recent past when Snitch and Crowbar were setting up the crates for the imminent gunfight, which was very thoughtful of them. Your goons should be showing up any minute now with heavy firepower. For now, everyone's got to drop on everybody. Kill something out of rage and frustration. I skipped a page. What do you mean I skipped a page? Click this one. Remove knife from eye. What the fuck? No, I didn't. Remove the knife. Oh, how the fuck did I miss that page? It's not a knife, it's Snowman's cigarette holder. All you know is she's gonna have hell of a time getting it back. And then you chuck it, and then Stitch gets to the business end of your saber rattle. He's dead. In this timeline, at least. Bring knives to a gunfight. Where the hell do you think you're going, fatty? You'll deal with him in a minute. You whip out your double-edged sword of Occam's razor. Occam's razor, Crowbar's head, make it happen. Happen. Spelled wrong. It's like a typo there. Skipped a lot. What the fuck? How did I skip dialogue? Not a knife. Cigarette holder. Chuck the lance at Stallbuck was flesh wound. Consequently, you both jump, which was very thoughtful of them. No, I did. Or making it happen. I see it. I get it now. Crowbar deflects the King of Spades into Sawbuck's unmeasurable carriage. You jump far into the past. Years in the past. Okay, done. Which is to say, the present for the time being. The scurriest straggler eyes impromptu desert skirmish. He dismisses them as a bunch of ill-mannered rogues warranting no further investigation, although he gives a small nod of approval to the plain and serviceable hat worn by one of the combatants, which strikes him as an absolutely smashing display of good fashion sense. Hit Crowbar in the head. I can't kill him yet, and you need to return to the original timeline. And you won't be taking that. You'll be taking that crowbar, though. Yeah, that one was pretty bad. I've run low on energy. Oh, hi, Abby. Oh, it's Herman. Hi, Herman. Can I hold you? Boy, deployed. Hello. You will be my lap cat for now. I will pet you, because I love you. Okay? Love you. Herman. See? If you just sit in my lap, I'll pet you. It's free. It's free petting. You cram him into the war chest. Sawbuck, you need to keep him alive. Okay, I guess it's time to go. It's time for the boy to run. Go. Be free. Do what thou wilt. He opts to go fuck up his mom's stuff. Sawbuck, you need to keep him alive too, for the moment. Not to return to the right timeline, but the right time. Speaking of which, where's Tubby think he's waddling off to? Just go stab Stallbuck until the time shenanigans stop. I don't understand what's happening right now. Like, at all. I have no idea what the fuck is happening right now. People are dying. And that's about all I'm getting. You treat him a bit of the old bait and switchblade. It appeared in the future. You guess this is after the gunfight is over. The gunfight never took place since you killed / kidnapped everyone who's supposed to be involved. Looks like only Boxcars is here. Carry Sawbuck like a Titan Atlas would carry the world. You order Hearts to drop his tub on the double before the fat lard puts you into a wheelchair. You take Sawbuck back onto your own timeline and kill him there. That should save you the trouble of hunting him down. Might as well take Stitch too. Slick jumped into a parallel timeline at different time points in the timeline because Sawbuck traveled to random points when he was injured. Yeah, alright, that's fine. You're not really sure how it works. You really don't care though. You dump them in the Wraith tub, then stick the tub in your own deck of cards. But you give box cards back his sorted literature, which he carelessly left in plain sight. No one will ever catch you leaving your smut around. And even if he did, that copy of Terrier Fancy magazine could belong to anyone. No one could prove nothing. Stick Crowbar's pin back in again. You go back to your original timeline, but now you stuff your chest with a live crowbar from another timeline, brought to the timeline where he's supposed to be dead, so he's now kind of alive in this timeline, which is sort of defined by his death, okay? So you should probably just kill him again anyway. Also, Sawbuck from another time is in there too, so you guess there are now 2 Sawbucks? This is kind of getting dumb. You open the chest and release them both. Crowbar doesn't look too pleased. He deflects his gunfire with an awesome gravitational pull of Sawbuck's astonishing girth. Everybody into the past. I don't know what's happening. You dodge his next round too. It seems Sawbuck from this time, i.e. the real Sawbuck, was in the room at this point of time. He and Crowbar exchange bullets. Off they go. They no doubt spend the rest of their ammunition peppering each other throughout the timelines, destroying all of these clocks in the process between now and the present. You guess that explains the mess when you got here. Thank God you figured it out. You'd surely have lost sleep over it. 20 out of 107 clocks redestroyed for the first time. Eventually, you know, whatever, doesn't matter, never mind. Okay. Take a moment to think of some time-based one-liners. The kid got one. Time travel can be a double-edged sword. Wait, that was awful. Really bad. You sure you can do better than that? Well, as long as he's dead, it doesn't matter. Okay, and then here you are in the past doing the thing that you were doing. How is this popular? I think this part is just a clusterfuck because they're messing around with time too much. I've given up on the timeline for this one. Like, it's just not happening. Let's see. Sorry to... No, time's running. Wait, no, fuck. You ask yourself from the past a little help. Time's something. About time being out. No, wait. How about some kind of clock pun? No, wait. You just gotta listen. You're almost onto something. Time is... Screw this. Too many cooks in the kitchen. What does that quavering mound of blubber think he's up to? Stab first, utter puns later. Just as you hear yourself, past self ask what happened to your eye, you jab Sawbuck with a butterfly effect knife, which you remember a little while ago, asking yourself about the knife, not giving yourself an answer just before disappearing. Maybe if you stopped and thought about it for a second, you could warn yourself to avoid the whole mess, albeit in the process creating a paradox. But your strict policy of stabbing first and answering questions later prevented it. You're pretty sure your past self understood, and are sure because you very clearly remember /understanding/understooding. You're past Spade Slick again. You're about to pull Crowbar's pin, because all that stuff with your future self and Sawbuck originally happened in this room while you were off watching someone else, like Diamond's Droogs or something. It makes sense. Remove Crowbar's pin. A whole bunch of shit happens that we already saw. Be future Spade Slick. Being your future self is a lot more constructive because you get to do stuff you haven't done. It looks like you're in the future. Oh my god. It's a bloody mess in here. The clocks are more bullet-ridden than ever, and it seems Crowbar and both Sawbuck have been decapitated. You're almost certain this something you will be or are already responsible for, which of course means more time traveling. Looks like the tub and the chest are gone, which means future you must have packed up and left already. Got to take notes of this sort of things so you make sure you're not in the timeline. Notice something over on the wall over there. Clocks that wasn't destroyed before is now bloodied with and full of holes. Not especially noteworthy, since you have a feeling you should register this fact. 108 out of 1,000 clocks destroyed. Remove Lance from the sawbuck. I'm just reading words. I'm not really like understanding what the fuck is happening. They're having a gunfight, but they're fucking with time. You pry the cigarette holder from the torso. Whoops, another time, Joe. The tub of goo goes for his gun. Wide body's got to settle his big ass down. You really should incapacitate him without inflicting another wound. Knock Sawbuck unconscious. Count some sheep. Wait, the clock on the wall hasn't been destroyed yet, but it's about to be. It's sticking to the time it's stuck on in the future. Maybe the time is right. You can end this whole mess in one fell slice. You got a ice cold one-liner to dish out when the time comes. You've been working pretty hard on it. Wait for it. Hate to cut and no, wait, no, yeah, no, wait for, hate to, wait. Hate to cut and damn it, not yet. Hold, cut and run. Shit, hate to. Hate to chop all your heads off with a sword. Real sorry about that, my bad. Slay them all with your rapier wit. 9 out of 15 green torsos dead. 2 out of 9 torsos deaded twice. 1 out of 15 green torsos dead for the first time, but it's an alternate universe torso, so I guess it doesn't count. 7 out of 108 clocks gratuitously redestroyed. You grab the tub in the chest and move on. That altogether is enough of that nonsense. Call spades. I don't really comprehend how the card guys are keeping up with the time shit. Like, I guess they've done this before, but fucking hell. You check on Slick's status. Slick says he's killed Crowbar again, Sawbuck twice, Stitch once. You ask him if there was an alternate timeline switch. He says he guesses so. You say that doesn't count. You got the real one here. He mutters some foul language you can't quite make out. They just go with it. They see a guy, they kill him, and then eventually it works out. I would assume that the way they do this is you just kill them when you see them because that was what you're intending to do. So it doesn't really matter whether or not it's happened or not. As long as they end up dead, it's good. Just if you're violent enough, you can just... All of the time shenanigans don't matter if you just kill everything as soon as you see it. That solves all problems. He says he took some damage from Snowman. You say, you have some effigies made up of yourself with your backup hats. Deuce and some of Slick's crumpled backup hat, which he wound up with somehow. You're not sure what happened to Deuce's. Thank you for the 43 subway bits plus 4 other bits. What the fuck? Snowlope? Thank you for that. Thank you for introducing me to the fact that there are, in fact, subway bits. It's September. You can half off. Does this channel have stream points? Wow, those were... I don't even know if I can read anymore. I think I can't. I'm reading words, but they don't make sense. Abby and Herman are now wrestling. You may hear them hiss or one of them gripe. They're fine. It's how they play. Abby will start a fight with Herman, even though that, Herman is 8 times her size. Thank you for the 200 plus 20 subway bits. I think so. The plus 20 is just because you get those for free by giving subway bits. Eat something I left under a heat lamp, bitch. Yeah, see, this is why I had a hard time with Homestuck in the first place. Like, fucking... Walls of text that don't make any goddamn sense. It's 10% extra. We're only like 30 pages away from the boobs. So I just need to do 31 more pages. He says he took some backup hat. Slick says he's got both their hats and he'll be down ASAP. He says, all right. He says, in the meantime, see what you're up to. See what you can do about this eye. Have Stitch patch up SS Effigy. Get to work, Thread Monkey. Have the right eye patched up. Damn it, your sprite was flipped the wrong way. Diamonds gets on the radio and tell him to undo. Wait until you turned around. He says it's the right eye, right? We were facing left or right. He says he was only right when facing left. That's the left eye when you're facing right. So it's the left-right eye. Yeah, you say, yeah. Hang on a minute, though. You'll turn around, so it's the right-left. So he says, okay, I'll wait. That's better. Arm yourself. Fucking whatever. That's some dumbass shit. That's like very being aware of like how the limitations of this work. Arm yourself in case Cans shows up. If Cans shows up, none of these weapons you've got are going to do any good. You admire the lance for a moment. It's a pretty sweet weapon with outstanding craftsmanship. At least you got something out of the eye gouging. She'll have to pry this thing for your rigid severed arm if she wants it back. Ride the horse hitcher and pretending to joust. Yeah! Oh, shit. Can't believe she saw you horse around like that. You'll never live this down. Shoot up biscuit and eggs effigies. I mean, like, God, I hate that. Stitch keeps the effigies in the barrack warehouse several miles away because of their ridiculous duplication tendencies. You're sure as hell not going to drive all the way there, so you just shoot them in person. It's an unbelievably terrible idea. Charge. This incredibly delirious biznasty. It's incredibly silly. He was cool. I liked him. He was good. He was a good character. I don't know why we've referenced that. I guess it's because they're both writing things. Start whacking things with a crowbar. I read Problem Sleuth, yes. It's been forever. The first thing you whack is Egg's timer. You do this, of course, because you know that Crowbar's crowbar will destroy any temporal artifact and completely negate its effects on the timeline. Attempt to eat eggs. Your attempt was an overwhelming success. Wow. Okay. Biscuits is looking a tad snug under his muffin tray. He thinks it's about time to poke a broom straw into this battle. His dough will live to rise another day. See you in the future, suckers. Crowbar Biscuits oven, make it happen. Deal the oven a wicked flogging, but not much happens. The oven doesn't really have a magical time properties to be negated. It just travels into the future at the rate of 1 second per second, like everyone else. Put dynamite in the oven. Set the bomb to go off in a few seconds when both it and Biscuits are released from it in a few hours. Turn up the heat on Biscuits' oven. You're pretty sure this oven doesn't actually work at all. You just wheel it off somewhere else in the machine so it can explode in peace. 10 pages tell boobs. 9 pages until boobs. 12 out of 15 green torso men's dead. Is that 1,338. So I'll start going slower once we get to the in about 9 pages. Use the crowbar to pry open the safe. Since you're an expert safe cracker, apparently spent the last 5 to 6 hours being totally useless down here, you figure it's time to take things into your own hands. What's this little fellow all worked up about? Clover insists you must reconsider. Instead of using that to pry open the vault would be ever so much bad luck, like breaking 1,000 mirrors all at once. The sort of mirrors that tick and have numbers and tell time and stuff. That's the worst kind of mirror to break, luck-wise. Politely ask Clover to remain calm. He refuses outright and starts doing a really frisky jig. Do. And begins spinning frantically a fanciful series of riddles illuminating all true paths to opening the ball. Mysterious music fills your ears as your mind assumes the shape of a pretzel. Do. This is how the music would sound if you were listening to it at the right now. Dee-doo, 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 do. Do. Dee-doo. Dee-doo-doo. Do-do-do. Dee-doo-doo-doo. Do-dee-doo. It's great. The name of the song is Broken Clock. He asked Clover to open the safe. What's this? You think you could shoot Clover? He is not so lucky with the gun that it'll probably jam or something predictable like that. Nice try, though. You start whacking with our newspaper instead. You don't have time for all that to be unlucky to get whacked around with a newspaper. Sort of a gray area. It's not all that unlucky to get whacked around with a newspaper. That's a good point. Boobs warning now. Yes. Okay, hold on. Here's the BRB page. Check personal ads of periodical. Oh. Her gray area exposed. Completely tame, censored boobies. Oh my god. There's so many boobies. Oh my god. So many boobs. Vintage boobies. This person's old enough to be your grandmother now. It's fucking weird. No clothes, no shame, no chroma. This isn't a real newspaper, it's just a wrapper for your private sordid literature, which no one can ever see. Slipping out a bit. Your appetite for monochrome beauties is nearly on public display. You gotta keep a lid on that smut, especially with Clover around. Anyway. Are there even nips? You can't even see nips. You guys paid for content. You didn't pay to see it. You just paid to hear it. Yeah? You can do like I'm doing to JoJo and go find the actual page. Clip that. You know what? Clip that. Go watch it. Listen to it while you're reading it yourself with your own eyes. Read with your own goddamn eyes. Anyway, you only paid for the audio. Maybe I will. Maybe you should go look at boobs and figure it out your fucking self. Anyway, my throat is about to explode. This is why I have to take breaks in the week, I think. I'm just going to put Homestuck right next to JoJo. There are only 30 pages left in this act before it ends. I think we're good. I think we're good here. We'll come back to this page. Let me check the Boru and see if there's any arts. Let me check. There might be arts. When will your Homestuck audiobook be available for purchase? When it's legal for me to do so. Or you could just watch it on YouTube for free. There's 2 new arts. You can look at them. I will show them to you here. These are from Dognarampa, which I'll be continuing with on tomorrow. This one's from Owl. Oh, it's French, I'm sure. And it's of all of the shenanigans of the part right before the second trial. The T-pose. I'm not like other girls. I play video games. Because she's like that. And then Kanye West shows up like an asshole would and isn't drowned like an asshole would be. Wouldn't be because he's not drowned. He should be. He should be drowned. He's not, though. Sans is in Smash. Then we got this from Zechariah Ribbit. It's of me and one of my cats, and I'm thinking about Mike and Joel, I guess. I'm going to see if there's a description for this one. There's a Twitter description here. Rev, pester some douchebags. Is there oh, okay. I should probably not click on to random people. You can go, if you want to commission them, they've got a Twitter link right here. You can go and click it there, and then you can go and see the thing. But this is a very good art. This is a very good art. I like the texture effect on top of it. It makes it good. Hi, babies. Are you being good? No? Good. It's very good art. Thank you. There's lots of good art. You can go and add art here too. It's just exclamation point Boru in chat. Like so. And do the instructions there. Make sure you tag me. Wait a minute. Okay, no, I'm fine. Anyway, you guys will always be a little bit behind just because that's the nature of stream. We've added to our timeline. I'm pretty happy about where it is right now. I feel like this is fairly accurate to my Holy shit, fuck. It's good. I like it. I comprehend this. This is the intermission right here. Anyway, I think that's a good spot to stop. Here's the BRB thing that was sort of visible there. What is happening? That's my understanding of Homestuck right there. We are halfway through the intermission. But yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I think I'm still live. The cats may have hit the power cord. I don't know. But it says I'm still live, so I'm going to assume I am. I will be back with more in a couple of days. Keep a watch on my Twitter, @Rev_Scarecrow. And yeah, that'll be good. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow with Dog Narampa. What do I think of the intermission so far? Man, if I could comprehend it, I'd probably like it, but I can't, so I don't. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. I'll host someone if someone's live. Otherwise,